Yes, so Tinubu seeks Senate approval for $7.8 billion, 100 million euro loans amid Nigeria's huge debt burden to teach Obi a lesson. President Bola Tinubu has sought the approval of the Senate President for the $7.8 billion and another 100 million euro borrowing plan. The president made the request through a letter to the Senate, read during the plenary by the Senate President Akpabio on Wednesday. The Punch reports. Tinubu on Tuesday presented 2.18 trillion naira supplementary budget to the National Assembly. In August, the National Assembly approved President Tinubu's request for over $800 million loan to finance the National Social Safety Network program. The National Assembly had approved the 2022 Supplementary Appropriations Act of 819 million naira for the provision of palliatives to Nigerians to cushion the effect of fuel subsidy removal. They should be saying maybe 12 million households, not to Nigerians, because that is what they will say. When they want to share the money, they will now be telling you that 10 million household, this and this and that. The rest people will not be bound to the Philippines. But when they want to give record, they will tell you, say that they share it to all Nigerians. Can you get that logic? Do you really get that logic? Okay. Yes, so okay. Yes, the letter from the president read, the Senate may wish to note that the past administration approved the 2022-2024 borrowing plan at the Federal Executive Council, which was held on the 15th day of May 2023. The project cut across all sectors with specific emphasis on infrastructure, agriculture, health, education, water supply, security and employment, as well as financial management reforms, among others. The total facility of the projects and programs under the borrowing plan is $7.8 billion and then in euro 100 million euros respectively. The president later noted the Senate is invited to note that following the removal of fuel subsidy and its impact on the economy in the country, African Development Bank and the World Bank Group have indicated interest to assist the country in mitigating the economic shocks and recent reforms with a sum of $1 billion and $2 billion respectively. Okay, no wonder this the chairman or the president of the African Development Bank, Akinwumi additional, he was hailing Tinubu, his mentor, is this and that. Okay, in addition to the Federal Executive Council approved 2022-2024 external borrowing plan. Consequently, the required approval is $7.8 billion and in terms of euros 100 million euros. I would like to underscore the fact that the projects and programs borrowing plans were selected based on positive technical economic evaluations as well as the expected contribution to the social economic developments of the country, including employment generation, skills acquisitions, supporting the emergence of more entrepreneurs, poverty reduction and more food security to improve the livelihood of an average Nigerian. The president in the letter further explained the projects and programs will be implemented in all the 36 states of the federation and the Federal Capital Territory. Those are the things they would like to tell you. But when they borrow the money, you begin to hear stories. In view of the present economic reality facing the country, it has become imperative that the resolve to using the external borrowing to bridge the financing gap, which will be applied to key infrastructure projects including power, railway, health, among others. Given the nature of these facilities and the need to consolidate the country to normalcy, it has become exigent to request the Senate's consideration and approval of the 2022-2024 external borrowing plans to enable the government to deliver its responsibilities to who? To Nigerians through expenditures, disbursements, and efficient project implementation. The letter added, according to Debt Management Office, Nigeria's debt burden rose to 87.38 trillion naira at the end of the second quarter of this year. This comprises a total external debt of 33.25 trillion naira and a total of 54.13 trillion internal debts. Okay, yes, this is a good one. A lot of people are really praising Tinubu for this. That wow, yes, do this to teach obey lessons. You know, they will tell you, forget to, somebody cannot be president. Now, the president, the way they support to be president, now he's borrowing all this money. He told you that he's going to continue from where Buhari stops. He's getting all this money, whether it's even getting to you. Some people have said stop borrowing money. Even if you want to borrow money to do a project that will still be generating money, and you build infrastructure that will create programs and jobs for people will be able to fend themselves. That was what happened under Buhari. When they said they wanted to feed their students, they wanted to feed their children and whatever, they said don't give them anything, give their parents employment, give them jobs, they will feed their children by themselves. They say no, like that they must share money, and that is the leg way Tinubu himself don't carry. Well, Akpabio will sign it. That is why he was put there, of course, before Unko. That's why he was put there in the first place. If you like, pray from now to eternity. Nigeria cannot be any better with this path we have taken. We don't throw things up and pray that a miracle should stop gravity, because the law of gravity is that whatever that goes up must surely come down. There are conditions for living creatively and sufficiently as a nation. Failure to let those conditions be our operational modes, we are doomed, as the case may be now. Well, of course, they will sign it and share it among themselves. Let average Nigerians continue to be busy with the apparent divisions among us and refuse to unite against our common enemies. Well, that is a great move by the president. The Senate shouldn't even waste any time in approving the loan request. At least they will have their share and get their new car each. If Nigeria divide today, who is going to pay this debt? Please, Mr. President, we the youth are strongly behind you to collect the loan. He is not up to a year in office yet. He has borrowed more than what Buhari borrowed in 4 years. Nigerians should brace themselves because this is gonna be a long ride. Tinubu building Nigeria just like Lagos. The difference between Tinubu and Buhari is just their names and looks. We are in support of this Emilokon. Sell us all into modern day slavery. It's a good move. Oh. Everyone is enjoying the country already. Yes, we support our president. We will teach Obi a very nice lesson. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.